Hey, welcome to another video on Expected Value Lotto, where we look at US scratch tickets and their expected values. And in this video, we're looking at the new Texas Lottery $2 Power 10X ticket. This is part of the July 2024 series of tickets that will be coming out in Texas on the 15th. So this video is a couple of days early. Now, this is not a number match game. This is a symbol hunt game. So in the main play area, you're mainly looking for lightning bolts. That's your instant win symbol. And then there is a 10x that you can find in here as well. And then here on your two bonus spots, if you can find two matching prize amounts, you win that amount of money. Now here on this page, we're looking at the prize structure and odds that the Texas Lottery put out on this game. Overall odds are 1 in 4.37, and it looks like you can win anywhere from $2 up to $30,000. Looking at the prize structure, nothing too crazy standing out here, so we will mention taxes. In Texas, for any prize over $5,000, they're automatically going to take out 24% in taxes. I don't view that tax money as part of the value of the game, and so that is going to affect how I view this top prize. So instead of $30,000, I'm going to view this as $22,800. And with that adjusted prize amount, when you run the numbers on this game, you find out that the payout comes in between 64 and 65%. It's just way too low. I mean, if you've watched the channel before, you know that we look for a minimum of 70% payout for every ticket that we review on the channel. And that's because states can make plenty of money in that 70% range. So for Texas to put out a $2 ticket at 64% payout, while it's in line with what they normally do, it really shows just how little they consider the customers, how much disrespect the Texas Lottery has for the people who spend their hard-earned money to buy these tickets. So for me, at this payout, it's an automatic pass, 2 thumbs down. I would never ever make a purchase like this, and I encourage you to not buy this ticket as well. I know the ticket says supporting Texas veterans, but how many Texas veterans are getting ripped off by this payout amount who may be buying these tickets? And so, yeah, I don't think this is a justification for putting out tickets at a way lower payout than they need to. The other thing that we need to mention about the 64% payout is that it does include all of the top prizes and upper mid-tier prizes, which not a lot of people are going to be winning, which means very few people are even going to see 64% payout on this game. And so what we want to know now is, what is the payout going to be for the average person with average luck who may not be winning those top prizes? And in order to figure that out, we're going to subtract out the value of the top 1% of prizes, recalculate, and see what that new payout number is going to be. So looking back here at the prize structure, the separation between the top 1% and bottom 99% of prizes happens here at the $50 prize level. So again, I want to stress, I would never buy this ticket personally, and I would never encourage anybody else to buy this, but we know there are going to be people who buy it. We know there are going to be people who encourage you to go out and find big winners. So if you're listening to those people, just know that they're not looking out for your best interest. So if you're, for those people who are playing it, when they do win, they're going to expect to see a prize somewhere between $2 and $50 if they are average luck players. There at the $50 prize level, there is a split. It's about 60-40. So a little over half, 60% of these $50 prizes will fall here in the bottom of the prize structure, where average people are winning their prizes. The other 40%, though, are going to join the rest of these prizes to make up the top 1% of prizes. Now, top 1% prizes are really difficult to hit. If you want to know the odds of hitting one, look at the overall odds, move that decimal point 2 spaces to the right, and you find out that it's about 1 in every 437 tickets that would have a top 1% prize on it, which means you are in about $874 before you would expect to see even one of these top 1% prizes. And then it's probably going to be a $50 prize. So that's really super important information to note if you are on the fence about playing this. Now, because so few people are going to be winning these top 1% prizes, we're going to take the value of all of these, subtract it from the payout number you saw before, and that's going to leave us with the payout of just the bottom 99% of prizes, where 99% of people are going to be playing this game. And when we do that, we find out that the payout of just the bottom 99% of prizes comes in between 56 and 57%. Yeah, this is a low number as well. We look for a minimum of 60% payout for the bottom 99% of prizes. And that's because once you're in the 50% range, in my opinion, when you play these tickets, you just lose your money so fast that it's not fun to play. It's frustrating and depressing. So why would I buy this ticket if I know that it's going to result in me being depressed and frustrated. So Texas Lottery has not done its job on this ticket. Now, here on this page, we are tracking the increases and decreases in Texas $2 tickets. And you can see since the channel began back in March of 2023, or I guess it began in April, but March ticket was the first one. We see, if you put a line of best fit in here, it's a definite downward trend in value on Texas $2 tickets. And that's really what this channel is meant to highlight and observe. But anyways, the data point for the Power 10X is all the way over here on the right. You can see there was a little bit of an increase from the previous ticket, the Neon 9s, but nothing significant. Normally, I would say, if you see an increase in value, go for it. But in the case of the Texas $2 tickets, I mean, every single one of these payout values is just complete trash. And so in this case where all the tickets are garbage, there's no way I can recommend playing any of these. This is actually a ticket category that I would suggest avoiding at all cost. It's a huge waste of money. Now, we know there are people who like $2 tickets. If you are one of those people, up here in green, you do have the best ticket in every category. If you're playing for overall value, 5 times lucky and break the bank have the highest values that have jackpots available or that are in play right now. If you're playing for odds, 10x the cash has the best odds. If you are a more conservative player and like to hold on to as much of your money as possible, the match 3 tripler has the most money at the bottom of the prize structure for average folks. However, 58% is still not good. And then if you are more of a high roller and like to win a little bit more money when you are lucky enough to hit in the top 1%, Neon 9s that came out last month has the most money at the top. And then we are keeping track of top prizes as well. The one thing that catches my eye, if the Texas Lottery is being accurate, this 5 times lucky ticket still has all of its top prizes, came out this past April, so it's been out a few months, still has all of its top prizes, which means, the odds of hitting a top prize now are better than they were when the ticket came out. Now, here on this page, we are ranking Texas $2 tickets based on overall payout. Let's see. What this is... Power 10X. Okay, so it is the 6th best $2 ticket we've seen come out of Texas. However, that's not saying anything at all since this whole category is basically trash. These are all junk tickets. I wouldn't buy any of them. Here on this page, we are ranking based on the bottom 99% payout. Power 10X here is the 5th best, has the 5th, least brutal payout for the bottom 99% of winning tickets. So this is what the average folks out there are going to experience. Still 56%, super brutal number. You're just going to be, all you're going to be doing is losing money on this game, except for the guy who hits the top prize. Now here on this page, I guess that's true of most scratch tickets, but in this case, it's exaggerated. Now here on this page, we get to compare $2 tickets across states. We have the best 35 $2 tickets we've reviewed on the channel on the screen here. And what I notice is that Texas is nowhere to be found. So what that means is that when you compare to the 6 states that we're looking at on this channel, Texas is not competitive. And so, we've got Florida, Georgia, and Massachusetts represented on this list. So that's 3 states at least that have much better $2 tickets than what you're seeing in Texas. But what we really want to do is look up here at the top of the list. The best $2 tickets we've seen, the best $2 ticket we've seen came out of Georgia. It was called Fast 20s, had a payout of 75%. That's pretty good for a $2 ticket. I think it's, 74, 75% is where all $2 ticket values should be, in my opinion. But anyways, this is the best one we've seen. And we have to ask the question, if Georgia can put out a $2 ticket at 75% payout and make plenty of money doing it, then why in the world is Texas putting out $2 tickets at 64% payout? That's so far off this list. Why are they doing it? Why are they keeping so much more money than they need to? That is over 10 full percentage points less than what Georgia did on this Fast 20s ticket. And 10% is a huge amount of money when you consider how many tickets go into making just one game. One scratch game can easily have 10 million tickets that make up the game. Multiply that by the $2 price tag, and that's $20 million that's wrapped up in just one scratch game. And 10% of 20 million, of course, is $2 million that the Georgia Lottery put into the hands of its players on this Fast 20s game that the Texas Lottery is basically stealing from its players every time they put out a $2 ticket. Um, uh, I mean, I'm upset about it. I don't even live in Texas. It's something that you should, definitely look into and probably be upset about. Um, Now, I hate to see scratch players get taken advantage of, but unfortunately, that's the case in these Texas $2 tickets. Now, here on this page, we are comparing based on that bottom 99% payout. Here, we do see at least a couple Texas tickets on this list. Power 10X is not on the list, doesn't have quite a good enough payout for the bottom 99% of its prizes to be on the top 36 list. But yeah, you can kind of look here and see what Texas is doing compared to what some of the other states are doing. Now, here on this page, just to give it a little bit more context as to how low the payout is on Power 10X, you can see Massachusetts $1 ticket, and this is the best one that's come out, but all of Massachusetts $1 tickets come out in this 69% range, at least most of them, if not all of them. 69% is what they normally do for $1 tickets. That's, what is that, over 5 full percentage points more than what you're getting from a more expensive ticket in Texas. That's embarrassing. This should never happen. You should never have a more expensive ticket with less payout than a cheaper ticket, even if it is from another state. Yeah, it's embarrassing. Texas lotteries should be embarrassed. They should be ashamed of how they're treating their customers. They should be apologetic. They should be held to account for how they are treating their customers and just the complete sham that they're pulling on their customers in this $2 ticket category. Now, here on this page, we are listing the top 36 tickets that we've reviewed on the channel so far of any price point. You don't see any $2 tickets on this list, probably never will, so you can pause that and look at it if you would like. And then here on this page are the top 36 tickets based on the bottom 99% payout. I think there is one $2. Yeah, there's one $2 ticket on this list, the Fast 20s out of Georgia. And so this is just to show that, if a $2 ticket has a good enough overall payout and the prize structure is done right, it can compete with $50 and $100 tickets. So hopefully we'll see more of those in the future. I doubt we'll see any from Texas just because the Texas lottery is horrible. But that's about it for this Texas lottery $2 Power 10X ticket. I would never, ever play this. Don't recommend that you ever play this. The only way you're going to get higher payouts in Texas is if you stop buying the tickets. You've got to communicate that you don't like the payouts where they stand. You don't deserve them. You deserve way better than what the Texas Lottery is giving you. The only way to communicate that is to not buy the tickets. So hopefully we can get enough people to do that and see some increases in these $2 ticket payouts. But that's about it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.